Okay, all right. Okay, so welcome to the live stream, one concurrent viewer. Today we are going to review this person's Flutter app, which is called NextBus SG. So join with me is JJ, one of the most popular top voted best documenter developer in the world. All right, so today, actually maybe I can put this in the background so people can see your face, right? Yeah, people. Wait, yeah, people can see your face. Hey, why is it so small? Okay, let me enlarge it for you. Okay, so this is him. I'm going to. Okay, so now we're going to go through what NextBus SG. So hi Gigi, welcome to the live stream. No problem. You are very sleepy, right? You only had 8 hours of sleep, right? It's very short. Sleep for him, he requires more than that because he is a genius. Geniuses usually require a lot of sleep. No, jokers joke around, so they don't need sleep. Anyway, so next bus SG, right, is created by someone we met. His name is the Mindstorm. He don't put his real name. Yeah, so yeah, we met him at where did we met him, JJ? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I remember it very clearly because I was the host. A very good host, a very funny one also. Anyway, so we met him and he talks about his app that he created in Flutter. I didn't know exactly what's the name of it, but now we know. So it's Next Bus SG. And let's look through what do you call this, his gallery. So he has some screenshots over here. And I think the screenshots, okay, honestly, right, if you just glance through his screenshots, right, even though it's very, very big, right, it's really very nice, eh. JJ, are you sleeping? And this is one thing that he did, which is shortcuts, quick actions, he called it. That's like, wow, so cool. Because I usually need to refer to my MRT map every time. Yeah, exactly. So Flutter, let's see the issue and see. Kepo a bit. So Flutter, as you might have known, that it has more than 5,000 issues, which is very normal. So quick actions, initialize, iOS is still a problem. It's not closed. So I think added the, oh wow, okay. So it has been updated 16 March, which is last month, which is fine. And yeah, I really like the design. It's really very clean, very nice. Like, do you agree, JJ, that most the developers are bad designers? Right. So like this can be like compared to the PS Love app. Like this is, yes, same, high five. It's clean, right? Yeah, it's white, black, just like my thumbnails, so nice. Yeah, my thumbnails are pretty very good. Like if you look through YouTubers who are developers themselves, right, they prioritize efficiency rather than design. So they use the same format and picture, face and text and the color scheme, everything the same except for the title of the video. So efficient. But you, it's okay, you're not a YouTuber also, so that's fine. Anyway, so let's look through, like, honestly, I really appreciate people who put in screenshots of their app inside their GitHub repo. And I think reading from this documentation, right, you could tell that he really puts in a lot of effort. He had emoji for features, and then he has all this. Right. So this will be helpful for people who are matriculating soon in these top universities and US and yeah. So I think you might hit him up on like contributing. I think this will be a very good contribution to his project. And you could see all his features. No, no, no. I'm not a fan of educational institutions. If you read my LinkedIn article that I just wrote just now, no, I didn't say I hate. I just said the education system is not experimented a lot. Anywho, so yeah, I think that's a lot of features, but I think it's too much. So yeah, but I mean, I appreciate his effort. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, which is fine. Like, not a lot of people actually take the effort to really put in the features that they have uh created. Like even for, I would say like yeah, I don't want to bash PS Love lah. Anyway, so so in the future, he says he want to have a graph view for arrival timing, AR navigation, tell users how to get to the nearest bus stop, map view. So it's going to be like a full-fledged kind of an infused map app. So it's like an yeah, so it's like a Google Map kind of app, which is great. Then he used the data. Check out the Mindstorm Singapore bus for detailed guide on how the data was scraped. Oh, the data is copyrighted by LTA. So LTA is the Land Transport Authority of Singapore. Hey, wait, what? Wow, he has his own back end using Python. I think so there. From what I've seen so far, it looks like he created his own like API. So he said the data source is from this and this. Scraping right, right. I think this is the open source. It looks open source to me. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the API documentation. So it's a mixture of this with land transport guru. Right, okay, that's cool. Wow, that's a lot of effort for this app, man. Wow, and it's useful. Like, I think no, no, no. He's doing this. I assume part-time. Maybe I'll ask him one time. There'll be a Flutter meetup for Singapore next week. No, next month. Early of next month. And I'm going to speak inside. So, yeah. And it will be online. So, people around the world can watch me speak. Yeah, lah, whatever lah. So, then these are the packages he used. So, he used a lot of packages. Yes, correct. So in Flutter, we have pub spec YAML file, which is mainly where your dependencies or third packages are. But because I guess maybe for non-developers or recruiters, right, they'll be like, oh wow, nice GitHub page. Oh, you know how to use different packages. Yeah. I don't know, but I like it lah. Like, I guess like people who want to hire him at least like, oh, you have used Hive before. I don't know what's Hive. Geolocator, permission handler, styled widget. Wow, I didn't know there is this such thing. Flutter, Markdown. Nice, nice, nice. Other information. Collection start from 11/20/20. Project start was 13. Started on 13. So that's good. So now it's like what? April lah. So February, March, April. That's 2 months 2 months of part-time. Yeah. So I guess he recreated, because the last time we met, right, he already created something similar to this. But I guess he revamped it lah, So I mean, yeah, so correct. So I mean, this proves that yeah, he can build stuff. So if you want, I don't have money. Why not you hire him? Since you're able to hire a lot of you can hire people without money. That's a skill. So anyway, okay. So you need to create a keys.dart file using the LTA API key, which is great. So this is very good documentation. How do I get the API key? Then he's like, oh, you do this, fill out a form, and then you can have this to work on your screen. Wow, so good. After updating, run this command. So you need to run your pub stuff Flutter native splash screen. Ooh. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Stuck installing debug Android app. ADB install. Wow. So he have documentation for bugs. Yeah. So you can build a APK. Wow. This is. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Seems like he worked at big companies before, where licensing and like accreditation is like very important.
Correct. So he have issues, which I'm very surprised by himself, which is good. Which is good. So he has issues that he knows that is still work in progress, and yeah, so he's his own project manager, which is great. I honestly think, right? Sorry, I honestly think that not a lot of people have the whole process planned out to release an app. You know, like I feel like this is well thought of. You know, yeah. So like people who have their own, like, I'm not. It's like this is a very uncommon open source project for beginners. You know, like beginners usually have very dummy projects that they don't push even in App Store, Play Store, even website itself also.
I mean, the fact that he added like documentation for like just how to build the app, how to push it to your App Store and Google Play. I think that just shows that he know like how to start. What's this?
Put license. What? I mean, he's working for himself, so it would be nice if he writes some description. But
I think that's pretty obvious.
yes, what kind of license? Like I'm yeah. Okay, so overall first impressions. I think it's very nice. Like I'm not surprised that if he has a designer working on this end, but if he does it all by himself, like just create your own startup. Honestly, I don't like this is startup worthy. Like
Yeah, this is
You-
it is startup worthy.
yeah, you can create 2 months with the back end as well. I'm like, wow, that is
I think
some shit.
I mean, just if the fact that this app is useful and everything, and it actually works and all, I think that even like potentially LTA would be willing to buy it, because after all, LTA.
They have their own thing. They have My Transport SG. So yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like this is better.
Yeah, I mean, government bodies usually are run by old people, so I have that to say lah.
Whoa,
Uh,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah, but honestly, like even the back end is very well documented. It can be in parts, but that doesn't matter. Like people don't do this kind of nice documentation. Like this is open source, like top tier open source worthy. So I really like it. Okay, so let's move on to the actual code and see. So I have git clone it, not fork it, but git clone. Couple of problems because I don't have a keys.dart. Okay, why not I just add in myself keys.dart? So put next pass key keys.dart, and hopefully it works.
Yeah, but you need to give it into
Nice, undefined name API key. So I have an undefined API key.
final.
Right. No, final is not global. It is actually. API key.
You gotta equal something.
No, eh? Oh, sorry.
Press a final.
Can I do this? Wait, sorry. Trying to hack. FA icon. Okay.
Just save it there.
Find nothing. Find. What is this?
Keys.dart.
Oh, he also have test. Oh no.
Keys.dart.
Sorry, wait. Let me delete everything first. Save key.dart.
The other one is really keys.dart.
This one's FA icon. Others is just normal deprecated stuff. Yeah, normal deprecated stuff. So he only has
Is it
this.
normal though?
Okay, sorry, not normal deprecated stuff, because is so if you guys have this thing, please solve it. Really, like they have this warning. This is just these UI terms. So like there's no such thing as title anymore, because according to material design, like it's now called headline 1 and headline 2, which is very good. Yeah. So
Perhaps he was just familiar with this when he started the stuff and then
yeah,
started it.
yeah. So he has his own to dos in master. So I think I kind of say I didn't like to dos, and then we discuss a very long conversation on whether to dos are great or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sally was muted, so
So in conclusion, to do is not good. No, on yeah.
it's good if it's used reasonably.
Yes. He only has two to dos, which I think is okay. Which I think is really okay. So that's great. Better shadows. I don't think this is a good to do. This is just your opinion. But this is a. I guess this is a kind of good to do. I not.
But it's fine. Like to this,
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, it's his personal project, and the fact that
But what if people want to work on it? Then they're like, hey, why got to do one? So weird. Really, really, like if I go say, why got to do? Then some better shadows. What does this mean? Yeah. So I mean, that's just my own opinion. Yeah. I think yeah lah. We had a long conversation about it lah. Yeah. So let's go to the main dot dot. Let's see what's Hive. What's Hive? Okay, I think Hive is a state management. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Guess lah. You're a programmer. Hello. There's only a few things Hive can do.
It's a beehive, I guess.
Wow, that's so blazing fast.
Primary data.
No SQL database. All right. So, which one do you prefer, JJ? No SQL or SQL?
I choose what's best for the job.
Wow, that's a very good diplomatic answer. I prefer no SQL.
No SQL is good for certain cases, but definitely SQL have its strong points too. And clearly, we are not just limited to SQL and NoSQL. There's also a lot of different types of database, like graph database and all. So I think it's
Yes,
definitely important to choose the right tool for the job rather than just choosing
exactly.
what's the most. I mean, definitely at the start and for smaller scale projects, choosing what is the easiest to use can be one of the main criteria. However, sometimes you have to choose for performance or like future interoperability.
Yeah
So I
lah.
like the fact that this is strong. This has encryption too, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, so its features pretty good. It requires batteries. If no batteries, cannot use. No native dependencies, which is great. That means you can use in literally anywhere. And then you have great performance. Let's see the benchmark. So I don't
I'm
know.
actually very curious how
Oh,
this will run on the browser,
right.
because like how will it use the how will it store in the browser without using any native dependency.
Yes, that's true. So okay, honestly, right? I don't like this kind of benchmark because this doesn't represent the whole world, kind of stuff.
Real world.
Yeah, sorry, whole world, real world kind of situations. You don't have 1,000 read in your single device.
But I
Yeah.
think this is just like some basic benchmark for you to do some basic
Yeah.
well, just to understand something.
So Hive apparently outperforms reads
I think
and
that's
writes.
the plus. The fact that it's a NoSQL design, like a key value store, definitely means that it will perform better in SQL constraints like situations.
Definitely. Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, if you want to sell it, you gotta sell it. 262 likes. Wow, that's very
that's
good.
very good for
That's very good. Yes, yes. So, like I don't know, NPM, do they have likes?
no, but they have weekly.
Downloads, right? Yeah. So for us, we don't have downloads for some reason, but we have likes.
Is it because nobody uses them?
Fair? No, I think likes is a nice way. Yeah. I mean, I think, right, if you want to calculate how many downloads, you have to create a whole big database just to do that. While likes, right, is just a simpler way to reinforce how well the pub. I mean, yeah, I feel lah.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
yeah,
I mean,
easy way
most
lah.
of it's just cumulative, right? Like
Right.
for downloads, you have to listen.
Yes, yes. You have to listen and whatever. So like, anyway. So yeah. So it's simple, powerful, strong encryption built in, which is good. Like Firestore. Anyway, so Hive, you have a box, very nice, and then put with the name and David. So this is the key value pair lah.
So it's not really like a NoSQL DB. I guess you can use it as a NoSQL DB, but it's more like what do you call it? Just key value stuff.
Yeah, like shared preference, I guess. Yeah, sort of lah. So they have type ID, which is not. Wow, I mean, this is usually find type ID. I assume this is an ID for like SQL, right? Because SQL, when you create like a, I don't know, a column or a row, I forgot, then you have its own unique ID. So I guess Hive have,
That's what it is for.
I have no idea. I mean this, yeah,
Enum to describe what type it is.
enum. You pronounce it enum. I say enum. Okay, anyway, yeah, doesn't really matter lah.
I mean the full name is enumeration, right?
Enumeration. Okay, let's Google YouTube.
Just search on Google and then you can make it pronounce.
Enumeration.
Just
Okay,
go
fine.
Google Translate. Just go Google Translate.
Just go here and then we listen.
Enumeration.
Can you hear?
I can't hear it.
Enumeration.
Nope.
It says enumeration.
Let me Google too.
Yes. Cause you don't believe me, right?
Wow. Enumeration.
Yikes!
Alright.
You have been enumeration. So this live stream is how to pronounce enumeration. Put it slow, play it.
Enumeration.
What the? Nice. Okay, that's cool. So I learned. I guess Hive is a local lightweight. Yes, it's a lightweight data store for your app.
Basically, it's just to replace SQLite.
Yep.
Almost everybody uses it for that.
Yeah. So is Hive present in JS? Let's see.
I don't think so.
Well, oh, it is
No, it's a
streaming.
No, it's a different thing.
Yeah, it is. So Hive itself is not like a global thing. It's I guess
Go back. Actually,
Wait.
the last. If you scroll down, browser-based distributed caching for adaptive. Oh, nope.
video streaming. Yeah. So it's not really, but it's fine. I mean, we learned something. I guess Hive. So I guess this guy built it inspired by Bitcask. What is that?
It's a distributed. I mean, it's a high-performance key value store within.
Right. So he built it from scratch. Wow, this guy is a genius. It's developed by HiveDB.dev, Hive Flutter, Hive Generator. Right. So
Oh, that's what are the stuff that we saw.
yes, yes, correct. Okay, so I think we really deep dive on that Hive thing. I mean, it's a learning experience. So you have this init Flutter, so it's very specific for Flutter. Then
I think probably because since Flutter runs on multiple environments, this thing probably takes care of it
right.
when you at the start of runtime.
Yeah.
So probably that's why.
Yeah. So I think I like this because
There's like two separate DBs.
yeah, nice. I guess like yeah, two different. Like in Firestore, we call it collection. So I guess this one collection, this is another collection. So, okay, a box is like a collection for those Firebase users out there. Okay, so the next thing is that we have multi-provider. Yes. So for those who don't know what provider is the best package ever.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Honestly, I think almost everyone use providers now. Like I think so because providers is not a state management. If you are a Flutter person, right, and if you don't know what inherited widget is, right, Then I would say inherited widget is how you are able to distribute data in your Flutter ecosystem or your widget tree. So provider is just a very good sugar, synthetic sugar for inherited widget. For the longest time, I didn't know what's inherited widget, but this means, right, for example, location service provider, if it's provided on top of the widget, then every widget that's listening or is under this build context, which is being passed down to any widgets or any child widgets, right, will have all of these providers or data that is trying to
Mm.
create. Hopefully that makes
Basically,
sense.
in simpler terms, I think what it means is that instead of sharing this so-called state manager or like business logic controllers, their global state that you can import, basically this injects it into the function param of your
Yes,
widget.
yes. He say it's not really an what a injection, a dependency injection. Yeah, the
Oh,
creator
it's
of it.
not.
It's
It's
like
not
it's not the main purpose is not. It's just inherited widget, and I guess inherited widget is another way for you to do dependency injection lah. But that doesn't really matter. For now, I guess I don't know. But let's look into the route app. Oh, okay. So the route. Oh, documentation. Very nice. Wow, he documents a lot. How much line of documentation do you do, JJ?
enough for you to understand what the code is doing.
That's not a good answer. So for so he used var. Oh, triggered. I'm triggered.
Maybe there's a reason why he does that.
There is no reason. There's no errors.
I mean, sometimes it's probably just. I guess it's good to use Final, but sometimes probably just because you're just used to it. Maybe like, I mean, as we saw just now, he used quite a few deprecated stuff in 2014. So maybe back
Yeah.
in 2014, this was the way
No.
to go.
No. 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 No.
Yeah.
There's no 2014. Flutter was just in its birth state when it was in 2014. I assume.
Really?
But
Oh,
yeah, like
because we
they
saw
got
the
the idea.
deprecated notice since 2014.
Right. So yeah, for Flutter, I think it was created the same time Kotlin was created.
I have no idea when that was created.
Exactly, I don't know. So either way, right? I understand like var is very
That was created in 2010.
Was it? I have no idea. Live. I don't know what's the history, but yeah, for me, if this is not being changed, because if I were to put final, right, the static analyzer,
Sorry, Flutter just came out in 2017 May.
really? How about Kotlin?
2010.
I think Flutter was 2011 it first appeared. How about Flutter? Cause I saw 2017 initial release date lah.
V1.
That's like V1, but before that it was not. So yeah. So it's way back 2017. I think it's yeah, maybe 2014, 2013, I'm not sure. You can Google yourself and write in the live stream. Okay, let me see my live stream if is anyone. Hi Haris. Got 5 likes and 4 concurrent viewers Oh my god. Any questions, JJ, that you want to ask in the live stream?
No, not really. Are you sure that these viewers are not ourselves?
No, oh my god, people are replying inside the live chat.
Wow, thanks guys for watching. Two random guys talking about stuff.
Thanks
And getting
guys
distracted every now
for
and then.
watching. Hey, I'm surprised there's 5 likes Normally my live stream don't have 5 likes.
Did you like your own video?
Hello, I'm not that. What do you call that? Narcissistic. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not narcissistic. I know I'm.
Maybe I liked your video. Oh.
Please don't. Okay, I will do. You do you. I'm not gonna stop you. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back to reviewing code. Not looking up the years of when Kotlin or Flutter is created. Anyway, so he uses value listener builder, which I rarely use because yeah, I don't know what's value listener. Okay, valuable listener builder is like a stream builder or a future builder, or you could call it in JS what do you call that? Promise builder. So you get a promise and then you wait for it to give you a data, and then it will build upon it. So value listenable builder is the same. So yeah, I mean observables are in the React kind of like framework, right? Like
Mm.
yeah, so yeah,
Um.
listenable, observable. It's not React. React from Facebook is the React.
Reactive.
Yeah, reactive. Yeah, sorry, reactive or RX or whatever lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have another box. Hive dot box settings here again. Right. So then after that, first launch settings dot get default value true. So if it's a first launch, you go to the tabbed app, and then if not, it's onboarding view. Nice, very clean. I like. Set first launch to false so that the onboarding view does not show. Do you think this documentation is needed? Hello.
I
Oh.
think personally I don't mind seeing it there. I think that it's useful if like
Because
for
yeah,
newer users it's probably like easier to get on board.
right,
But like yeah, I think it's okay. I think this is more like I think since this is a personal project, this is potentially something for him to see himself so that he doesn't forget. He or she, sorry.
but like I say before, anyone can code, but the people who can code very well are the people who care. So I think he cares, and that's why he put the documentation here. So it people, if he is very like, if there is a developer who's like self-centered, right, they don't put any documentation. So even though this looks very readable, right, he's like, okay, why not I just put a documentation to show the obvious, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that in certain scenarios, showing too much obvious is also not good.
Yes, correct.
Like it really depends on your organization, stuff like that. Like if you're working with like how to say huge amount of like people and many people task the project, and maybe it's better to not write it.
Right, right.
On the contrary, it's not write it because like sometimes having too much documentation would just slow down the more experienced developers because they will get it the moment they see it.
Yeah,
So I think
definitely. It's good for
yeah,
newbies, but I feel like, I think this whole line is enough, because you know, like, oh, if home is onboarding, that means it's first launch. If not, it'll be tab app. Like, this is so simple that I think anyone can read it, even for non-developers. I really should put a non-developer inside this live stream to have a second opinion. Like, hey, I know you don't code, but do you think this is readable? What do you think home is? That's like onboarding view. That's like, if it's not first launch onboarding view, right? That's like, yeah. So I don't like, personally, for me, it's good that you have documentation. He cares, but like,
I
it
think
is
that's fine to
simple
put
enough lah.
if you are working on
Yeah,
this project and you know that after you build it, you're not gonna touch it for years before coming back to it. So
yeah.
maybe
Yeah, I mean,
it helps
yeah,
to
I'm not.
have
Yeah, I'm not saying that all documentations are bad, but document why you do it, not what you
instead of
did
what you
lah.
do.
Yes, that's what you say the last live stream, if I remembered correctly.
Yeah.
Hey, now right, I learned something also. For status bar, right? No, I'm not. I'm not learning about this. I'm learning about status bar. So status bar is different for Android and iOS. So for Android, right, you use system chrome dot set system UI overlay style. The previous time that we saw this, we were thinking, oh, this one might be what website, but in the end, right, because we know that this app is only for mobile, it's like, oh, now it's for Android. Then I was like, okay, now this makes sense. Yeah. So if you want to do a status bar UI kind of configuration, now you know that Android uses System Chrome and iOS use this thing called Flutter status bar color, which, let me click on it. It is something that he created by himself. Is it though?
I don't think so.
It looks very well documented.
Let's look at the background.
Yeah. No, I don't have background on.
Enable it.
Huh?
But it just
Huh? Okay, I'm done. So if I were to click on Flutter status, yeah, correct. Yeah, that's true. Very nice, very good. So he didn't write it. It is inside Flutter itself. So I didn't know. I didn't know. So the more I know now, the more I
Oh,
know. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the onboarding view. So let's assume that this is our first time launching the app. So let's go.
value is true. So yeah, onboarding. Yeah.
So status. Oh my god. So should you put this long text over here, or should you create a variable?
I think that it's okay to put it over here,
Right.
especially since this app he built it in what 2 months
Uh
in
huh.
the backend.
Uh huh.
And also, although it's good to put it in
Variable.
a variable or even put it in a file,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not necessary to over optimize, especially if you know that you're not going to change it anytime soon.
That's
So
true.
yeah, I mean like unless like for example, I'm not sure if um, yeah, I'm just going to use Firebase app as an example because that's the most familiar Flutter app I know.
Right.
I'm not sure if you guys did internationalization.
Yes, we do.
Right. So in like those cases where you are planning to do internationalization, then perhaps it's better to like do it from the start so it's easier.
Yes.
However, if you're not gonna do internet, if you don't have plans to do it anytime soon,
Right.
then I think that yeah, it's reasonable. Especially this project is not like a huge scale, and in fact, sometimes adding more files or like refactoring it out may make it more confusing.
Right,
So
that's actually very true. So yeah, I actually wanted to say about the internalization, but JJ, you have already explained it very well. So the difference why you see some people put in what do you call this, the text inside the widget rather than a variable or a file itself, it's because they want to make it internalized. Or maybe it's just a habit that,
internationalized.
yeah, internationalization. Yes. All right. So the next thing is that
But this
what?
thing really depends on like your how to say like always it depends on the type of organization you work at, and it depends on the type of project. So
Yeah, definitely. Because
like if this how to say, so and there's also another consideration where let's say this type of text right is determined by your UX person or your business person. So in those cases it may be easier to expose it via a file so that
right,
the
they
UX
can change it.
or the
Yeah,
instead of having to relay the information to
to
you.
you, right? Yeah, actually, that's very good. Yeah,
And potentially, if the other thing is also the other thing to know is also about upgrades. So Flutter is a bit different compared to like websites. So if it's websites, I think this is completely fine.
right,
However, for Flutter, since it's in the app ecosystem, every time you change something, you need to redeploy, and republish a new version.
yes,
So sometimes it's if you are going to change it very often, you really know it. It's just perhaps better to even in fact put it on a file or make it accessible via API call.
right,
So
right,
it really depends on how you're gonna use this app.
right.
What's the usage like? Are you gonna change it frequently? Who is gonna be able to change it? All of those things.
Yeah,
But
mm,
always, since this is a relatively new app that it's built in a relatively short time, I think it's always easier to just focus on uh, making it how to say, building it fast but keeping it extensible to a certain extent
right.
instead of over optimizing it at the start.
Yeah, definitely. So optimize when you think that your app is like finished, or like you know that it's the
Or like
version
your
that's good
business
enough.
don't really need it lah. So
Yeah, like I agree that I feel that you don't need to put it into a variable, but for me, I just like to put it there because, in a variable because it's nicer to read. Yeah, but I mean, if it's like this, I'm fine with it. It's just that if you want to do changes, like you say, right, then yeah, you have to like go all the way to that end of the what do you call this line, and then you have to edit and such. So it's better to just put it inside a variable for myself lah. Whether yeah,
correct. I also for that as the other thing that I noticed, I really like the image, like the way he named it.
one
For
and
one, for
two,
two.
yeah. Numbering it is very good because you know which order it is. But I would say this also is that what if your onboarding suddenly need to put it inside in the middle? So you have 1, 2, and then what, 2.5 and 3. So
Yeah.
for me, I won't recommend to put numbering at all for your image because it will be very hard to change the name. Then you have to, yeah. And for me, okay, we can discuss about it. Would you rather have to have the image in the asset or online, meaning a URL?
Right. So, because I'm not very familiar with Flutter, so does asset means that it's a local
Yes, local,
item?
correct. Yep.
Okay. It depends. So I would say that for this particular one, right, I would definitely think that over the network would be better. Okay, it's just my personal opinion. Why is because as we can see, this is an onboarding image,
Yep.
right? And it's only gonna use once,
Once.
right?
Okay,
So
yes,
we
that's
don't
true.
really
That's
wanna
true. Yeah, that's
we don't
true.
wanna take up storage on the user's
Right,
device,
right,
right?
right. Actually, that's
However,
very
for
true.
certain stuff that we wanna keep using it, we can consider it putting it assets. However, we must know that there's the trade-off lah. It's one is either do you want to use more storage on the user's device, or two, do you want to rely on more network connections to get what you need, which would obviously firstly increase the time, the latency for the user to see the UI. Secondly, you increase the cost for you because you need to run a server for that.
Right.
You increase the complexity of the application.
Mm.
So in certain scenarios, for example, for this, for the onboarding one, I would recommend putting the image online,
Right.
just like the words potentially
Yep.
via API.
Yep.
However, since this is a bus app, most of the time, like I imagine that the use case would be like, oh, I'm almost late. I need to figure out which is the first
Timing,
bus to
right?
take.
Yeah.
So at those time, right, when I start up the app, I want the least possible latency. So if you have any images
Right.
to show when you
Yes.
are actually using the app, like to find a bus timing, I think those images are okay to be cached locally.
Yep. That is a very good point. So basically, having, in summary, having the assets, having images in your assets or local file is better when the user requires it more rather than having it online. So if it's online or in your database, right, then just put it maybe on your onboarding where it's only being shown once.
Right. And
Okay.
there's also like I would say like a third more advanced option for certain people
Yeah.
who are looking for so-called more specific use cases. So maybe like the last specific use case I can think of is, or like a configuration where is that we still do it over the network. However, instead of like constantly getting the item off the network, you build a local cache and then you build an API to check whether the image is updated, which would be much
Right.
faster.
Right.
And maybe in the local cache you can set like
Yeah.
auto delete after some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of this is for this particular option is probably like um your last bet for complex applications where you have a lot of where you need to process a lot of network information or imagery and stuff like that. For one, I can think of is for example Instagram. So if I'm not sure whether
Yeah.
you've tried
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
before, but when you go offline on Instagram, you close the app. When you open the app, the first few images are still available.
Yes. Correct.
And I think that it's possible for you to do it. However, you need a much more complex logic to
Yeah.
even deal with this. So it depends
Definitely.
really on your use case.
Yeah, that's very good analysis on what. But I guess that's a bit more optimized if you were to have, I guess, at least 1,000 daily users for
Yeah, for now,
intense image
definitely
thing.
just choose between storing it in assets. I think at the start, especially when you're just starting out the app, putting in asset is great.
Yeah.
And then maybe after you launch your first production version, perhaps you can start thinking of how do I optimize the experience for the user.
Yep.
So maybe putting it over the network for certain less used resources is a more
Yep.
viable option too.
Yep.
Yeah. So for
Okay.
this particular type of app, right,
Yeah.
is so you I'll definitely have to consider what type of app it is too.
Yeah.
So what I mean is for this type of app, right, I think it's okay to go over network too, simply because you obviously need an internet connection to use this app.
Right.
For
Right.
certain like offline focused app, definitely this is not a possible or viable option.
Yeah.
So it depends on what type of app you're doing.
That's true. Okay, so yeah, so if you guys didn't know that having an image is actually more complicated than you think again. You think it's easy? Think again.
Actually,
Yeah.
the whole point is that what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it as simple and as intuitive for the user as possible.
Yep.
However, it takes really good engineering to make the simple happen because most of the time,
God,
simple is actually very complex
yes, it is.
solution.
Yep, it is. So this is his onboarding stuff.
This is what we
Um,
saw in the UI screenshots, right?
correct. Can I see how big this is? Okay, never mind. So another thing that I learned is that PNG is one of the clearest format that you can get, but also it is quite big. It depends on how,
Clearest format,
but it's big lah.
see, as what I mean is the clearest uh, pixel representation format.
Yeah.
Whereas the clearest one definitely will still go to like vector images,
Yes.
and
Yes. Vector,
but
which
yeah,
I have
especially on the
created.
mobile app,
Yeah.
if you're just doing basic onboarding, like this is still like a bit bone picking, but I mean, if you were to really go down and try to optimize,
Right.
you
Right.
can
Right.
definitely optimize down the image resolution or
Right.
just change it to a different format with a higher compression.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So I wanted to introduce this new format called WebP. So how I knew about WebP, right? It's another format for images, which is very optimized for apps itself, lah. So WebP is only available in iOS, Android, and Google Chrome. So if you were to use a Safari tab and you open a WebP image, right, it will not be shown.
okay,
So yeah, so WebP is very very recent and I think it's created by Google for obvious reasons. But
Google bought over the company.
right, yeah, yeah. So WebP, if you have big images and you really have no choice to show the image locally because of user experience and such, right? Use WebP because PNG is still considered quite big if you really have a big image. There was once where in PS Love we had a GIF that takes no, not a GIF, images that takes a lot of space. So in the end we found WebP works. Then yeah, it reduced dramatically, on how big the images is, because for PNGs, right, you can have a very good or very big PNG scrunched into the mobile app, but it still takes a lot of space. I understand that desktop maybe require that large file, right, for a PNG, but for mobile you don't need so big. You only have the aspect ratio of what, 1080 to 7 or whatever lah, I don't know lah, but yeah.
And especially for users who are phone storage constrained,
Right.
having a bigger image or smaller image can really make a difference on whether they're able to install the app in the first place or not.
Yes,
Because
correct.
certain users won't even be able to install your app if your app is just too big. I mean, definitely they need to get a more storage and stuff.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, if you wanna really optimize down to the core and you wanna get as much user as possible, yeah, making it smaller would definitely help.
Yeah. Okay. So let's well, we talk a lot about images for like maybe 30 minutes or so. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing that I wanna say here, right, is I think on the previous live stream I talked about having functions to return widgets is actually very inefficient. It's already been proven. There's articles about it. So from this, right, it is not recommended for anyone to return a widget using a function. And at the same time, like I say, if you require a context, right, then this is obvious that you just use a widget itself. So he has a page view model template function that returns a page view model. So I think from this, right, you can just create another widget that returns the page view model itself, and with the parameters that you require, because this looks very like a, what do you call that, a widget lah, because you already required context. So JJ, I think you might not have a lot of experience in building Flutter, which is okay, but yeah, so for those Flutter developers out there, right, please don't create a function because it's really not optimized yeah, it's better if you were to recreate this into actually I can do this. Yeah, let me extract this out. So Flutter, you can extract the widget. Wait, extract method, extract local variable. Ay caramba. Okay, so what I can do is I can copy this whole thing, and then I just type in stateless widget, and then what can I name this? Page view model template, and then rename this as P, and then I will return this whole. Oh, sorry. I'm doing refactoring live in this live stream. Nobody have done that before. Kidding. I don't know if nobody have done that before, but then at the same time I just copy these arguments and then I just overwrite them. I don't need context though, so yeah, I can leave that. Oh no, you got comma. Then I just put here. Okay. Ooh, what is this image? No, very no. This is not good. So at the same time, final. Always have final parameters because you don't want to change stuff. Then a value type page view can't be written from method type of widget because it has a return type. Oh, what's view model? It's a class. It's an object. I thought this was a widget. Right. Huh? Nan desu ka? Okay. So he created a function that returns a page inside introduction screen. You have the pages. Sorry if I'm like going through everything pretty fast.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's a lot. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna concentrate on this. Okay, my bad. This is not model. I mean, this is not a widget. It's a model. Okay, my bad. Control Z all the way. Yes. Okay. So I'm sorry to say, but this is not. But why do you need context though? Oh, because you have theme dot of context. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I guess this can be outside the widget. Yeah, it can be placed outside the widget. Yeah, I don't know why he put it inside. If your function can be placed outside the code block, right, then just place outside lah, guys. Come on. Yeah, there's no error. Then you can put this whole file inside your helper method files or something like that. Then I can just concentrate. Same goes to text style. Yeah. Yeah. Now if I want to like look at my onboarding view, right, it will look something like this. So if you like just ignore everything up, then you have this bunch of widgets.
I mean, I think that's also okay, but in certain scenarios, I think people still prefer putting everything together, not because it's better or anything, but simply because you don't need to jump around in a different code.
I mean, you still gonna jump around if it takes in 69 lines of code. Because if you want to see tutorial, I will command click it and it will go to the definition of the function, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
For example, this is still fine.
Yeah.
However, if the function you click to links to another function, another file, and it just keeps going on and on, it's sometimes harder to keep up.
That is true. Like so functions should always do one job. So I think this is okay. But like for me I mean, I guess I'm pretty anal because if you were to have a file that returns me a widget, I should only see a widget, not functions. Functions has their own place I would say. Because if you like, I could also argue that if I have 140 lines of code of functions, right, and then if I want to see the widget, then at the line 140 I finally see the widget itself, then I will be like, why don't you put it inside a separate file? So I would highly recommend to put all of this inside helper files, because if it doesn't depend on the data that's being received inside onboarding view or widget, just put it outside Same goes to this finish thing. If it doesn't require anything, yeah. So honestly, if I refactor and if I place all of the helper methods outside the widget, it will look something like this. Then I will just look through on the different functions on their separate files. So I'm
Oh, so
okay.
this is very good for getting a high level view and understanding of how the app works.
Yeah.
However, I feel that this may introduce an issue when you're finding a very specific problem.
I mean, if one function does one thing, then I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah lah. Like for me, because this is only 99 lines of code, I have been dealt with 300 lines, 400 lines of code, and most of them are usually helper functions. And I was fucking angry lah. Like why? So putting your, like I say lah, putting the business logic outside of the face of the app is better. Like for me, that's a given, because like what if there were 200 lines of helper functions or functions themselves inside? Just put another, like it's okay to have, I feel like it's okay to have more files rather than a few files but huge lines of code. So yeah, I know I'm anal on about this, but like I say lah, if you do this and you nobody catches you and then it becomes a bad habit, then yeah lah. But I'm this is just my standard lah. Like I guess people's standard are different. For me, I want perfection, closer to perfection the better. But yeah, so I mean, either way, I mean, overall there's nothing confusing. I love this, on done, show skip button, skip next, on skip. Wow, this is very nice. I like it, even though it's not telling it's kind of telling me what an introduction screen might look like. But yeah, I like this a lot. This is very clean. But less code doesn't mean good code. So so you got context over here, routing on replacement route. Okay, first one. You have something commented over here. But it's okay. Yeah, at the same time, like you have functions that return styles, right? Yeah, you can just put in another file. You know. Let me see if this is used in more than one file. Okay, it's used on this file. Okay, fine. But do you think less code is better code?
No code is the best code.
Yes.
No, I think I'm not sure whether you are the one who shared it with me or another friend. Basically, there's this repo called No Code.
Oh yeah, I share with you.
Yeah, I think it's by
Some guy.
But he's quite a
Good coder.
So Kelsey Hightower.
Right.
So
Oh yeah.
if you are familiar with the name, he's kind of like one of the guy who created Kubernetes.
Oh wow.
Kubernetes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, y'all. Okay, anyway. Alright, so let's go to one folder. Let's see. Let's go home. I am at home. What are you talking about? Alright, so inside out. Okay, let's look into his folder structure. What do you think about his folder structure?
It's relatively understandable.
Right. Yeah, I like it. It's very nice. Because got different material design icons. Apologies. Components. So it doesn't have a screen folder. So you have components folder, which I assume are the different screens. And then you have core. So I assume that this is the core widgets that's being used in the different widgets that he has. Wow, so there's a lot of refactoring and very well documented buttons. So you have a normal button, and then you have back button, which is okay, not bad. You got icon button. Yeah, but why do you need an icon button? Oh, he want to create his own icon button. Okay, no, because in Flutter we already have an icon button, but he is creating his own. Oh, he has his own dot gestures that he created from scratch. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, that's a lot. Holy shit. No. Oh no, this is style widgets. I don't know what this is lah. I don't know what style widgets is. Okay, but I wanna. Okay, let's go to another screen. Let's find the word view. I can't type view properly. Save files. Okay, never mind. This is bad. Tutorial one. No, this the tabbed app. So this is the main screen that you will see when you open the app. So you have 3 tabs. You have home page, you have search page, and you have more page. Okay, so if you were to look at his onboarding stuff, this is like, I guess, your favorites tab, near me tab. I should have a simulator to show. Search tab. Nice, I really like it. Like the fonts are nice. Yeah. Then you have this tab where it says what buses you have and the name of the bus stop. And then you can rename it. Oh, you can rename it. Cool. So like Instagram DM1, Instagram DM2, you know, okay, anyway. So, and then you have the more tab. Yeah, I like it. It's really nice. Okay, so the tab app looks pretty nice. Looks very okay. Yeah. Use below to not save state between tab state. Okay. Right. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is so nice. This is less than 100 lines of code. Hang on. Do you have any comments on this, JJ? All right. Okay, let's look into the service file.
I assume it wraps around his API.
API? Okay, let's.
Supposed to be the backend API, right? So I
Right.
assume that these are just files that wraps around.
Yeah, most likely. It's like your stuff. So he got change notifier. This is there to save nearby bus stops in the state. That way we only have no lah. But oh, okay, that's good. We only have to go through all the bus stops and find those nearby ones. This will reset when the reload button is pressed. Wow, that's very nice. Oh, he really explained. Then the next thing is get nearest stops. So it's better if you have three lines. I mean 3 backslash, because if you hover over it, you can see. So yeah, just a tip. Reload is false by default. It's only true when we need to get new set of nearest bus stops. Okay, fairly okay. So you have context also, right? So change notifier, it's like a state management. So this is your like your initial state. So you have bus stops
So
near.
basically you can attach event listeners to it, that's what I assume. Then on change run something.
Outside of this change notifier lah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so yeah, overall I think this is good. If bus stop is already saved, this function should only be executed once. Grammar Nazi, but either way I think yeah, fairly okay for data keys. So the only time you use var is in for loops, that's all I'm saying. But
Why though?
that's a very good question. Why if I put final? It works. Okay, var should not be used at all, guys. No point putting var.
No, I mean there is points of using var, but
Once you make a variable mutable, then you have bugs.
yeah, I mean, well,
Huh. Okay, at the same time, right? null has already been what they call that, initialized for you if you were to put this syntax.
I think it's just that he's trying to make it more explicit for readers.
Yeah, definitely. So
I mean that I don't think that's something that bothers me. I think even if it bothers the linter or stuff, I think it's a personal preference thing.
yeah,
That
I'm
is
yeah, I'm okay with that also. I'm just I can't
data
I
mol 2 dot my transporter s3.
yeah. So I think this is his own API call.
No, that should be
Oh no
like
no, sorry, transport.
data
Sorry.
mol, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
So this is no, this is not his own API. This is something else.
yeah. This is the actual
Nice.
settings for this one.
Yeah, yeah. Error in request. Please restart network, check internet connectivity. Very nice. If you put trailing comma, it will help you. You know, yeah. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Remove passes. I think overall it's good. It's really not. Yeah, there's not no hate. It's just a lot of space, a lot of space in between. But that promotes readability, which is fine. Try catch error, very good. So for those of you, I will recommend you to use try catch because any API calls that probably has an error
But
will have an error.
um, that's kind of a very specific try catch. Like he's only like putting this part of the code like 93 to 99 in try catch, and his
Yeah.
error message is also very like specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if it's me, personally, I would do like a generic try catch across the whole function simply because I feel that you see the line 89. 89 looks
89.
like it's possible that it throws something too.
But it's from JSON. It's not a API call. It is just
No,
some
but like if you the JSON is properly
Nala.
formatted,
Right. So let's.
85 also looks like it could throw an error. So there's no
I
try
guess.
catch over
Oh
the
yeah, there's
basic
no
error
try catch
function.
here.
So I think that the reason why he put try catch there is actually for a very specific reason. Maybe that
Right.
he already like predicts that it's gonna throw sometimes or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not too sure, but yeah.
But I guess the try catch error over here, he's expecting the status code to return a value, but it might have that the status code might be null. So this might have an error actually for this.
So if
Yeah.
it's now it's not equal to 200, right? So
Yeah.
you also throw or like
Like for
you just
for
lose the
that
health,
is
right?
no. Like for that, right? If response is null, right? This is an error itself already.
I
So
see.
because await, you people tend to put a dot then lah, you know. Then something happens. If not, then there's this thing also called catch error. So like that has already created for you these two things, which I think it's better than this. Yeah. So because they help you with the async, and then it also helps you with catching errors also. So yeah. So
I
make
mean you can just wrap it in the try catch, right?
yeah, like you can do either try catch or what lah, but I would not recommend you to do this because what if the
But
rest
this is a check after the try catch. So I mean what I would do is I would wrap
this whole thing.
I'll wrap seven. No, sorry. Let's go up.
This
Yeah,
is
my bad.
yeah.
Wait, scroll down a bit. I will wrap line 73 to line. Wait, sorry, just don't move. I can't see when you move.
Line
I think it's too loud. Line
73,
73. Okay, just stop moving. Oh yeah, letting load to line 84
84.
in a try catch,
Right.
and then after that, in line 76, instead of doing that, I will just throw new error, and then in the catch block, then I'll show the text.
Ah, okay. I feel like that's yeah, I mean that's how you do it. Like for me,
Because and other thing
yeah.
also, right? Because he's checking not 200. So if it's not 200, right, it's also possible that I mean it's not a app
No, I
internet
understand.
connection
Yeah.
issue.
I understand. No, I'm talking about whether if the response will give you a null because there will be cases where it does. With response causes a null, because if null dot status code it's a error, like that will say no, this is an
But
error.
if you do what you're doing now on line 75, don't you have to return a promise of future 2 so that the await is valid
Correct. So I will remove this. Then I will do that. Then, and I'll probably create a
But
var.
this is but if you do this, then end up you're just changing the whole code to be a promise. Like, oh, sorry, Flutter is future chaining, right? I think they
Yeah.
purposely did not want to do that by using
Because the
await.
way, right? Yeah, yeah, I understand that. It's just that it's good.
So I'm not sure about how that handles this. By JavaScript, you are able to await anything because if you use await, then even if it's a like
Non.
fixed value,
Right.
it will just wrap it in a promise.resolve.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
does that takes care of that for you too, or is it you have to return a future equal to current error?
So for that, there's no like written error. It's just there's no error. I would say that it will throw unless you specifically put the throw error kind of, what is this called? Throw error kind of thing, or yeah, null throw error, something like that. Yeah. So like for me it's just like what I wanted to say is that like if the response is null then this will not work and it will crash the app lah.
I think the last live stream, right, we talked about using the question mark, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, if you really want, then you put this null or yeah, because response.status code will not work and then it will shout a huge error message on your app. Yeah, because you're assuming that this will always work, which I wouldn't bet on it lah. So yeah lah, always stay safe, don't do drugs. So yeah, put a null catch wherever you can, because you
Or at most just on line 76 add a if response now.
line 76 if yes, correct, yes, that's way better lah. Like if you want to really await stuff, then okay lah, then if response equal null, then null throw error.
I mean you can do other stuff also, like
Yeah lah.
show the user something and then skip the rest of this function.
Yeah, man, but I like null throw error. They just implemented this. Yes, yeah. So yeah, async is a bitch, so you gotta catch as many use cases as possible. Yeah, but assuming that most Singaporeans internet is very good, right? So like I know lah, like yeah. But if you go to like countries
No,
that
I mean you also, it's not just about Singapore internet is good, right? It's also like what if your server is not good?
that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true. So you have to have yeah.
I
So
think a nice thing that a lot of I would say JavaScript front-end developers, what they do is there are libraries for this also, but what they usually do if they really want to be safe is that they just wrap it in their own get function. So and then the get function itself already handles all those things, so they don't have to do it for every time they call the API.
you mean this get method lah?
Yeah, so they
Right.
call the http.get
Right.
their own get like method.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it already handles all this now
The
checking
right.
like
Oh,
a universal
okay.
check lah.
Nice.
So that when you are
Nice.
in your your business specific project code,
Right,
you don't have
right.
to keep dealing with all these errors.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, that will solve a lot of problems. Like for us, because we might like do this like dot then and then whatever, then we can just return status code or whatever shizzles. But doesn't yeah that will help. I guess it's a universal thing, but at the same time, if you want to do something specific like whatever, like maybe return an error message, right? Then a specific error message, but that yeah lah. But anyway, yeah, yeah. Okay, so basically just put a null catch. Okay, so yeah, I mean overall it's fine. Nothing much I can say about it because I don't know most of the code. I'm just looking at if it's readable or not. Okay, let's look into only routes are providers. Models. Let's look into models. Right, so you got models. Oh, don't use new, guys. It's old. Okay, so yeah. don't, it's deprecated. You can put new, but it's old.
Last arrival itself looks like it's a factory kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? What does factory mean?
It's a factory constructor. That means basically it just creates a instance of itself lah. That's about it. Yeah. Factory, you don't need to do that. Yeah. All final variables, blah blah blah, must be initialized. You can just put it as from JSON. Oh, got one error. Yeah. So, yeah, pass arrival. So instead, let me see how do I do this. You can put it as static. Yeah. So that doesn't have any wait. So let's save this. It's on the bus. So if you put static, then yeah, you can call it from the yeah.
I don't think you might want to put static.
Yeah.
Really? Static?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it will return stuff, what? You can literally put this also lah. It's a static function. Sorry, we are put here static function. Yeah. So it returns a bus arrival lah. That's what you need, what? There's nothing much unless you are calling it from an instance, then yeah lah, do something different lah. But a constructor does that. I mean, yeah, you don't need a factory. Sorry, yeah. Other than that, I think it's okay. It's fine. Then he knows that it's null there. He knows it's null because previously he put it as equal null, so he knows that you can do this. Yeah lah. But I mean, either way lah, doesn't matter for me. You got try and catch error. What is he catching here? Parse will have an error, right? So JSON is a map. Then we have this. Right. That's true. Then put if you say JSON is that right? Then just what is this times 9. Does it return stuff? Oh, it doesn't return. Oh, okay. Then that makes sense. Okay, so yeah. I think overall it's okay lah. There's no bad stuff yet lah. That's what I always say lah. There's nothing bad. Then suddenly when I work on the app, then I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? That's what happened when I was working with PS Love. I look at the course, okay lah, not bad. Then when I really dive in, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Then yeah, but either way, I mean, from both our experience combined, right? From a person from JJ's experience getting what do you call that, offers from Amazon and the government, and from my experience just being a small YouTuber, I think overall it's okay lah. Show bottom shit. Yeah, I think it's fair. Like wow, he really.
Give him credit for 2 months.
Yes. Yeah, really, like 2 months is good. Like to build a app that he released. In
Why only on Android though?
I think he want the iOS shortcut to be fixed, then he will push to iOS. Or from my experience, no. Yeah. From my experience, iOS is a pain in the ass to just deploy stuff. It's just so painful. Like there's so many things that you need to search that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Nothing that I'm. Oh, what is this? This is such a nice function. Customer the context.
Let's see where it's close bottom should be.
Wait, let me try something. This is so JS. Wait, final close bottom equal to this. Is this very JS? Why not?
I mean, there's no need for that.
No,
JS has reasons why people do this.
Why?
These finding. But then when you use the
Right.
arrow function in JS, you share
This.
the this context. So just to
Right.
do binding for functions. But there's also advantage for using functions lah. It's like for example in certain slightly off topic, but in certain cases you have to differentiate them. So for example in Vue.js, in your when you're using the options API of Vue.js, you have to use functions simply because Vue.js binds
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
content
yeah.
of the
Correct,
Vue
correct,
object.
correct. Yes,
So if
yes.
you use the arrow function, you won't be able
Yeah.
to get all the reference on the Vue object,
Oh, I
which you
didn't know.
might want to do if you
Right.
want for example, like if you want to, if you have a very simple method and just do like one thing or two things that you don't need
Right.
any like reference, external references, then that's fine lah. But
Yeah.
if you want to use more, um, I mean, if you want to do like more stuff or like the usual stuff, then going with the functions route is always better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's always a reason why syntax works a certain way, even though Vue is very confusing. But yeah, like
I
I've
beg to differ. But
no, yeah, yes, it is confusing. It is confusing. I tried it, and I was like, why isn't my data getting parsed inside my component? Then
personally,
after
I feel that Flutter is more confusing though.
I will beg to differ. No lah. It's just saying no. It's like a beginner. I'm actually confused when I was learning Flutter because I was like, what is this build
Okay,
method?
to put it into
So
why
confusing.
I would prefer Flutter. Uh, the most basic reason why I can think of is because inside Flutter you are mixing everything together. So what I mean is you mix the layout, you mix the logic, and you mix the style all in one. So for
Right.
example, you see color.rgb, like you put everything together.
Which is
Whereas
okay.
when you do Vue.js, like or like all types of web framework, you have a very clear separation of what is the layout, which is HTML, your logic, which is JavaScript, and your style,
CS
which
style,
is
yeah.
CSS.
Same as
So like
Svelte.
for people who like very clear
Cut.
separation of concerns, I would say that web frameworks is a better alternative. So coming from a more like because I was way more used to web frameworks before I did like tried a bit of Flutter, I would say that
Right.
like it's not I don't really think that it's just a bad thing or whatever. There's probably a reason why people do this. Declarative UI is quite big now. But it's probably just that I'm more comfortable with having everything separated out than
Right.
everything in one like code.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. Because I mean,
That's like one of the main concerns for me lah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it because like it's for me it's not fair for me to say like Flutter is better than Vue because I'm comparing apples to pineapple. So,
Yeah. They
uh,
both have their advantage and
correct.
honestly it really depends on what you're trying to achieve lah. I think
Yes.
Flutter definitely have a lot of advantage over traditional web frameworks too. Some of them also stem from the fact that it uses declarative UI.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that in terms of okay, how to put it, in terms of flexibility wise, I think that for JavaScript developers or like web developers, I would say that some of us are slightly scared because there's always so much new things happening every day,
Yeah.
and there's like always new stuff coming out every single day.
Right.
So when we see things like declarative UI, we see that it's a constraint. That means like you are stuck with using, for example, this style.
Yeah.
So like, for example, alignment dot bottom center. So we're thinking like, oh, what if alignment one day gets deprecated? So how are we
Right.
gonna edit the whole code? So by
Yeah.
having very separate code for everything, separation of concerns, we feel much more comfortable that oh, even if this thing stop working today, I can easily swap it out for something else.
Right.
Whereas in a Flutter-like coding environment, and I think it's good also because if I'm not wrong, in Flutter and like a native app development, things don't move as quickly. Like it's a
No.
very standard stuff and it's used like over like years and years and it
Yeah.
just works.
Flutter is
But for like web
months.
framework, it's like I remember like last time when what Chrome was at version like 30, and then suddenly now it's like oh version 80 already. Like wow, and there's like a lot of changes to it. Not just to there's changes to the language itself. There's changes to how the browser renders the language, how the framework works, how libraries work. Back when jQuery was so big, everybody used jQuery, and then
Right.
and then when people try to migrate away, it's just too difficult because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I
So
mean,
that's
yeah.
kind of like me. I would say like I'll feel uncomfortable moving into Flutter as this is one of the main reasons. But other than that, I can see the advantage of Flutter too.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean the thing is, it's not only like, uh, ever changing. Only is not present in Flutter or is slow in Flutter. No, I think Flutter is changing still quite fast. Also, lah, I feel that all technologies are changing fast because of the beauty of technology, lah. You get information way faster, and then like, it's just I think it's a mindset thing because I understand that you're comfortable with one way to do stuff, but then suddenly when like Flutter is a very good example of like, dude, this is now the way to create UI using declarative. Then
Mm.
people like new like me who is not familiar with I'm not very good at web frameworks. But like when I learned about declarative UI, getting used to it, right, I was like, wow, that's actually not bad. It's like better.
It's very expressive. However,
Yeah,
for us, our concern is that because it's so
better lah.
expressive, it's a bit too rigid, and we are a bit too
Right,
reliant
right.
and dependent on the
Yeah,
framework,
yeah.
and that kind of like give us a bit of PTSD.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand because like it's very new. There's things that you need to learn. There's things that you need to relearn, and that's why it's like for me, if I were to do CSS, I'll be like, why? What the fuck? Doesn't make sense. Why you need to override some things, and then why all of
the thing
this?
is, right,
Yeah,
for okay, I would say, right, I'm just like making like some general guesses, but I would say that people who started on the OG Angular would really
right.
be scared of Flutter because they understood like, oh, when Angular upgraded, everything was like broken and they had to relearn everything, and
Yeah,
so it's like it's good that Angular was good like when it first started out because it was kind
right.
of like the first of its kind and everything,
Yeah,
but like because of that, people are like scared now because you know what happened with the new versions and everything. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, there's definitely maybe like in 2 years time there'll be another like better Vue.js or whatever, another popular one. I don't know.
yeah. But the thing is,
Yeah,
I would say that for web frameworks, we are much more comfortable with having new stuff because like it's easy for us to swap out like frameworks and stuff because like the core logic is still written in JavaScript. The core layout of the website or app is still written in HTML. The
correct,
styles is still in CSS. It's just
correct.
how we sync all this together.
Right,
Like the framework takes care of it. So if we find a better framework, it's relatively speaking a lot easier for us to swap out
right.
something.
Yeah,
And for example, let's say just a small example. Let's say if you're using Vue.js and one day you decide to go native and you don't want to build a new native app, you can simply swap out your template, like your HTML layout in your Vue.js app to use Vue native,
yeah.
and yeah, and your logic and your styles, everything is still the same.
Right, right.
So I think that's the
Yeah,
interesting part.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So like, yeah, I mean, this is just our limited experience on development. It's
Mm.
like for me, I don't have a lot of web development, but I have a lot of mobile development. JJ has a lot of web development, but not a lot of mobile development, that kind of thing, lah. So it is just we are still quite young in terms of development. And if we were to talk to people who are older than us, they probably would like, hey, back in my days,
When they use Qt or
oh,
Unity, oh my god,
have you heard of
oh,
Adobe?
uh,
What?
oh yeah, Adobe Flash,
Fireworks. When I was in
terrible.
primary school, no, in secondary school, I remember creating my first website using Adobe Fireworks.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you heard of Adobe Fireworks? What the fuck?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, so old.
It's really old.
Yeah, I was like, okay, now to create a button, you need to go to the library, how to make this cool effect, oh, okay, okay, so I teach you. It's like, oh my god, it's so, yeah, and now it's so deprecated, like, now you literally type in the code. I think Fireworks is just like a drag and drop, but now there's way better drag and drop kind of thing,
Yeah,
so,
I mean now there's like the website builders like
yeah, exactly,
Fastly, all those.
yeah, and and things are just getting better lah. Like I guess when I was learning code for the first time, I didn't know there was a such thing as a formatter, so I had to manually format my code to look nicer. Yeah, that's how shitty programmer I was when I was learning. Yeah, then suddenly, like, if I was a beginner relearning programming, I learned Dart and how VS Code formats for you. I'll be like, ooh, that's so cool. I don't have to format stuff and such or and yeah, so a lot of things has changed in just the past 2 years. Like yeah, just 2 years like yeah, a lot of things change like Ruby on Rails is no more good. Jay, kidding, I don't know.
Ruby on Rails is I mean, still
It's
quite popular, I think.
it is still quite popular for legacy code lah, but other than that,
Actually,
nothing.
wait, I can actually think of one, at least one big company that use Ruby. Can you guess who?
Basecamp is it
Huh?
Basecamp? No,
No.
Basecamp, no. Oh, they use Rails.
Wait, Rails? I'm not sure if they use Rails, but I know GitHub is built on Ruby.
Ah,
So
they probably port over already.
no, they're still using Ruby. They just upgraded from to the latest version of Ruby. That's
Really?
really interesting. So yeah.
Then I think it's Rails because Ruby there's no. It is what do you call that? Full stack development framework. I would say, it has its own like MVC or API thingies, controllers or whatever. Yeah, I don't know lah. I don't. I only touched Rails for like 3 months and then fuck it. Then I learned data science and then I learned
For
Flutter.
GitHub users, Ruby on Rails.
Oh really? Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, there's one more who use Ruby on Rails. There's this
Deliveroo.
no dev.2.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, they use Rails also. Okay, I'm not saying Ruby on Rails is bad lah. I'm just saying that there are better things out there. Why not? You know.
Yeah. There's always choose the best thing for the job.
For the job,
So
yes,
if
exactly.
you can't choose, just make do with what you have.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's no right or wrong lah. It's just that hopefully it's able to function well enough in the future lor. Yeah, like I think most websites are still okay, like even like WordPress, which is built on PHP, it's still running fantastically well because it's already so optimized to the point that
I
yeah.
mean, there are still many big companies running PHP. I think
Exactly.
the biggest one we all know is Facebook.
Yeah, it's still running
Uh,
PHP. Yikes! But it's okay. Like it's still running. I mean, they're gonna hire developers who are old who learns PHP. But other than that, I think it's fine lah. Yeah. Like for me, I'll probably use WordPress, because I need a back end to have its own nicely created CRM or whatever shit lah. Yeah. Or maybe CMS. Sorry, CMS. Or maybe I explore Laravel. Like I'm not. I am a and Flutter
you want to get things
enthusiast.
done.
Yeah, I want to get things done. Like if I want to build a website right with CMS right, I will not build a CMS in Flutter. No, it takes so too long just to do that. I'll probably do something else. Even an Excel sheet will work. Like yeah, people do that. People are just like, I'm not gonna learn Firestore. I'm just going to use Excel sheet and just call it. Fuck it. And it works out. I mean, Excel sheet is a very good database. Yeah, it's a very good GUI for database. So yeah lah, why not? Okay, so I think wow, that's a very good discussion. I think overall, yeah, I think it's fine. There's nothing much I hate on this.
But I did a good job. If you have Android, go and download the app.
Yeah, if you have Android, please download the app. So I'm just gonna showcase his website over here. Website, I'm gonna showcase his app, Flutter app.
You can share the link.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Give him some love. So if I open this, it's actually early access. So if you guys want early access to this next bus bus timings in Singapore, for some reason you're in another country, but you want to know more about Singapore bus timings, right? Then download this app. If you are a Singaporean, then I would highly recommend to download
Share
this
the
app.
repo too.
Yeah. So you guys can check his repository. I think it's simple enough for me to understand. Like, yeah, it's not so complicated. Everybody has their own way of like doing stuff. And okay, one thing different from the two apps that we reviewed is that they don't have authentication. So that's another whole logic that you need to handle, and that will be something interesting that we can talk about next week. And if you want to what do you call that? If you want to contribute, please do. If you're a Singaporean, if you're a university Singaporean who's doing computer science, well, I have the perfect project for you to contribute, right? And yeah, we met him before. He seems cool. He does Flutter on the side. Like this 2 months part-time is very impressive, I would say. Yeah, if I have money, I'll probably hire him, but I don't. And yeah. Yeah. So yeah, 6 stars.
Share the repo link.
Yeah, I already shared. So star on his project. I just have one tip lah. Like make your UI screenshot smaller. Like please,
Really? I think that's okay.
it's very big. Like
Yeah.
like like this lah. You know, simple enough. You just put four. Like I said, like my pneumorphic repository. It's bite size enough for you to know. Okay, this is what are the widgets I've created. For me, I have to scroll down all the way. This is some UX thing lah, but it's just I need to scroll down now. What is this all about? You know, this is
But at least the image is like real size lah.
correct. It is. It's not real size, bro.
I say what I mean is, what I mean is like a full screenshot.
Which iPhone has this size?
Really? iPhone X. I mean iPhone 11 Pro, right?
Bro, real size Real size This is not real size. This is huge. This is almost my screen height leh. This is almost a tablet, bruh. Yeah,
11
so
Pro Plus.
not even close, bro. Even the I guess it's tablet lah, tablet size, but not a phone size. So no, I just maybe I should contribute lah, make the thing smaller lah, for him. Yeah, because I honestly think it's a very well done app, like both code and design. Because I see other folders or repositories or app, nah, the screenshots are not well done. This is really well done. Like it's really thought out very well. So simple, so nice. You know, don't have to have a lot of tabs. You know, McDonald's have recently they add another tab, 5 tabs. It's like why you don't need just need 4 or 3. You know, Facebook already talk about it. You know, don't need to put a lot. Just refactor if you have a lot of money. I just refactor into
Give a lot of money.
yeah, give a lot of money, make a cool project called Lightspeed. Yeah, you know. But honestly, I really like how the app looks. Like honestly, like if I would be thinking like, dude, this guy has a designer, but I probably think he has an eye for design. Okay, maybe some space in between. No, he's a developer, a full-time developer. What?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's looking for Flutter developer lah, but yeah lah, he wanted to join PS Love, but PS Love didn't provide him the necessary monies. But it's okay. Monies for me, money is not very important when you're young. It's not important, guys. If you are living with your parents and your parents are okay with you, right? Live with your parents, create like a YouTube channel like myself, and then just create your own business ah. If you are able to work as a developer in this time of age, right, you are the best person to just do your own thing. I honestly think about that. Yeah.
But
Alright, so buy me coffee. I'm poor, so in my pneumorphic, just click on it. Buy me coffee, guys. I need some. No sign-ups. Nobody buy me coffee. I don't drink coffee. Hey, you know this company is Y Combinator. The founders are from Y Combinator. Yeah.
buy me a coffee. Oh,
Yeah, they're from Y Combinator. I think that they're just a bunch of developers needing money. Them like they maybe like you are. How do we get money from investors? But then every time you see the trend, right? Oh, buy me coffee, buy me coffee. Why not make a website? And it's pretty good. Like it's a simpler Patreon. It's
yeah, I think there's a lot of like competitors in this. I
yeah.
mean,
I
right
like
now,
this.
I think it will be even harder since their main group of audience is like developers.
No.
So GitHub
They-
sponsors is like
Oh yeah. GitHub.
zero fee.
Oh, but I didn't get my sponsor. Now I need to be a contributor to get the sponsor. I assume lah. Yeah, no. Buy me coffee also opens up to, I think they say content creators lah. Yeah, mostly content creators and then also developers also lah. Yeah, but either way lah, it's pretty cool. I like the idea. It's like yeah, Patreon is so hard to maintain because if you want to have an audience there, you need to put in content there. But buy me a coffee is just begging, guys. It's just online begging. It's literally online begging. So it's $3, guys. It's not a lot of money. Kidding lah. If you want to donate lah. But I don't really care. Kidding. I really care. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. We are going to, if you have any, what do you call that? Flutter repositories for us to review, right? leave in the comments down below, so me and JJ will have a simple review. And overall, out of 5 stars, how many stars do you want to give to this Mindstorm, the next Buzz SG, JJ?
Okay, I'll give 5 star, but I'll give 5 star only because it's 2 months. But if
For
like,
the speed lah,
there was
right?
more time, let's say if this is a 1 year project, I would give 3.5 to 4 stars.
Right,
But yeah, because it's 2 months, that's why 5 star.
right. So
If it's even part time, then definitely.
right. So for efficiency, 5 star. For overall, 3.5 to 4. If I'm not correct.
Yeah.
If this was like 1 year project, you give it a 3.5 to 4 lah.
Yeah.
Right. So for myself, I think like honestly, I think it's not 5 star, maybe like 4 or 3.5, like you say, or 3.75, like just to add some complexity. Just because the amount of documentation and such, and it's just the screenshot is the -1.
Oh,
I had
I
had to scroll.
Some part of the logic, I think
Right.
better optimize if you have time.
Yeah,
But I think
yeah.
right now is great. That's why I say
Yeah.
if there's no progress made on this, even after another year, then it will become like 3.5.
3.5 for. Oh, okay, I understand.
But if he like continue progressing at this speed or like at this rate after
Right.
1 year, I think it will still be a 5 star.
Right. Yeah. So I definitely agree. But for me, 2 months, 1 year doesn't matter. You show your work, and if it's good, it's good. If it doesn't, then too bad.
And the last update is like 3 hours ago.
So it's very recent. I think he listened to our that one. He listened to our last stream. It's like, hey shit, this guy can Haris cannot import the package. How? Shit. Update. No, because I had trouble updating. But the thing is, right, I didn't live stream that lah. I live stream after updating it. But please update. Yeah, you can have this. Well, let me show you the extension that I use for this. I forgot what is it called. Yeah. Flutter version or something like that. Filter. Wait. Flutter. Oh no. Is it called version? So helpful. So I can update stuff. Pub spec. Oh, version lens, correct. Yes. You smart boy. So it's called version lens. 262K, and it works on Dart or Flutter. Even though it's failing, it is 5 star. So it's actually very good. I like it a lot because I don't go to the freaking pub spec to see my individual packages. It just says.
Can you go back?
Oh, sorry.
Go back to the it says npm jspm dot.
Yeah. Correct. So a lot
Pub spec though.
have here.
Pub to them.
Yeah. Pub spec sorry, pub spec is just pub whatever lah. Public speculations. Anyway, so yeah, JSPM. I didn't know what is this. NPM, right? Is it better? Is it worse? It looks
Not really. It's just
meh. It doesn't look nice. It does Maven Composer whatever. So it does pub, which is very good.
Java.
Which one?
Maven is Java.
Oh yes, correct. Maven is Java. Maybe iOS. Oh, do I have iOS? I don't know. Either way lah.
Only use iOS.
Yeah. Their copyright is 2016 plus, so give it 10 more years, then you can just copyright it lah. Anyway, I think that's about it. Any last words for future developers, JJ?
No. Honestly, I think the most important thing you should follow as a developer.
Is
Not just developer lah.
It's my channel. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Not really. But I think the best thing to do is just try your best. And if you really try your best, you work hard, the results will show lah.
Yeah, don't chase the money.
If chasing the money makes you work harder, then
No, that's called burnout. That's called depression. Anyway, so that's about it. Yeah, hopefully you guys learned something. If you don't, doesn't matter. Hopefully you guys get entertained. All right. So yeah.
Well,
So
if you're just bored at home and you're doing work from home,
yeah,
like
just
listen to us talk.
yeah, talk about tech, geeky, nerdy stuff.
Ah,
It's just
good.
JJ. Like JJ is nerdy. Like I'm not. I'm not. I'm the coolest developer you will ever meet.
Ah,
Kidding.
sure.
Yikes. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Alright, thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, end stream. Not bad leh. 6 to 7